there one myth in particular that you felt from the past that needed to be discussed to make sure that that one's off the table for people?
Well, the refrigerator mother theory was really horrific because here were these mothers who were accused of, they called them refrigerator mothers because they were cold, because they didn't love their child enough, and that caused their child's autism, which is just, so completely outrageous to think that these parents who are raising this child who has all these challenges and doing everything they can to help them are the cause of it. And we talk to a number of mothers who lived through this period, and we tell this one story of this mother, Rita Tepper, who, after she finds out that her son has autism, and she takes him to a hospital where they do have some treatment for kids, very little at the time because it was so long ago. But in order for the child to get the treatment at the hospital, she had to also be willing to have treatment. She had to be psychoanalyzed for why she did this to her child. And at the time, educated women, there was this man called Bruno Bettelheim who really promoted this whole idea that it was the mother's fault for the children having autism. And Rita had read this book because she was a psychology major and she was in the field. So she thought, oh, well, if Bettelheim says that I, caused my son's autism, I have to deal with it, even though, I can't believe that I did. And then one day she's sitting in a psychiatrist's office and like a light bulb goes off in her head. She thinks, oh my God, when my baby came home, he had jaundice and he had this blonde hair and it was standing up and sticking out. And I looked at him and I thought, oh my God, you look like a chicken. You look like a chicken. And I remember thinking that and saying that to myself. And that's what did it, because I thought he was a chicken. I must have caused his autism. And she actually believed that for a while because people were convinced that it must be their fault. And it was such a horrible time for mothers that the psychiatric community blamed them for their child's autism. And what it also did is it prevented us from doing any research into what really does cause autism. I mean, we still don't know that today, but that just held up, well, we have the answers, some others' fault.
Right.